Hello everyone and welcome back to another Shadowverse gameplay video. After being gone for about 2 weeks, we are finally back to playing Shadowverse, and it looks like we missed a couple things. So, when I came into Shadowverse, I came back to try and play some, Control Blood again, and alas, we got 2 nerfs that I didn't even notice. I top deck Big Knuckle Bodyguard at turn 4, was gonna play it, and noticed that it would now cost 5 play points. So, today we will go with an updated Control Blood list that I've been messing around with. Big Knuckle Bodyguard, Scarlet Zabor. Overall, BKB is a little more utility. Scarlet Zabor not being able to hit face. Also, a problem sort of with this deck because we really do not have too many ways to really win the game. Overall, I went with a 2-2 split. I'm not too sure on this for now, but we'll go with that. Added in, I think, some Goblin Breaker Tina, just a decent 4-drop that with an evolve we're gonna be able to 2-for-1 the opponent hopefully. 1 Sadistic Knight. It's good with dealing with larger threats because a lot of our removal like Hungering Horde, Vampiricus will have to use 2 removal spells, and it can also be a threat later in the game. Otherwise, everything else remains unchanged with the deck mostly. And we'll just try and see how that goes. As usual, we will go ahead and try to play 3 games with the deck, see how we fare with that. Looking at the meta game, it seems to be a lot of aggro, so you would think Blood would be doing pretty well against their Blood control, but we will see. As you can see, I am floating around 49,000. I've been here for, I've played, the past, 2 or 3 days, been playing Shadowverse, trying to complete those daily missions. And I've been floating around, 49,000 to 50,000. I think the closest I got was about 49,700. Then, I've fallen back to 49,500. Closing in on the Masters, and we will just see how that goes. We are against a Runecraft player here. So Rune, neutral Rune, I suppose did get nerfed. The Felice without the enhance anymore. Could be, neutral Rune, Earthright Rune, or D-Shift. D-Shift is just overall a horrible matchup for us. I don't really necessarily like Vampiricus going first. 2-mana removal going first isn't necessarily that good. I do like the cards in our hand though right here. Baphomet is always, even after the nerf, is super powerful, super versatile card. Gonna be able to draw, if it can trade with, a Witch of Sweets, it's gonna be super value. Because it does also put a card in our hand. Baphomet into Baphomet. Not the worst. Ooh, Magic Missile. Certainly not the card we wanted to see. This could be a pretty tough matchup. If my opponent hadn't cast a spell yet, I would probably go with the Vate. Since he cast a spell already, Wind Blast is automatically going to be able to kill it. I think I'm going to go with the higher upside card over the Grimnir. So we really just need to deal damage, assuming this is D-Shift, which is a really bad matchup for this deck. And there's a Sorcery Cache. So I actually have I have like a couple options here. The easiest play is to do this. Back when I was playing D-Shift, Vengeance was actually an interesting matchup. Do I really want to go into Vengeance? It's just I can't really see myself having a really good play if I don't go into Vengeance. And here's where the Scarlet Zabor nerf really hurts. I'm trying to rush my opponent down. Okay, I think I'll go with the Tina. It's a very bad play against Levi, and the opponent probably has Levi, but I really don't have another play. And at least the Crimson Sorcery is not going to be used towards the face. I prefer to drop the Belphegor after a little bit of face damage. I think this is too good of a deal not to take. If we play Baphomet and then like Grimnir, evolve Grimnir, like we're not in a good position with 1 health followers. I think the Scarlet Sabrer, I mean it takes the Fire Embrace, but so if we think about it, he played this game Magic Missile, Crimson Sorcery, Sorcery Cache. And then last turn, yeah, exactly. So looking at since he's only played 3 spells this game, and the Fiery Embrace costs 3, that means he probably Sorcery Cache the Fire Embrace. And I think I just want to drop a Kerberos here. Put on a little bit of pressure. It turns off a large portion of our deck, but looking at our hand, we're still going to be able to, double spell next turn, play 2 followers. And at 6, you use the Fire Embrace, 6 health could be hard. He used another Fire Embrace. It does cost him his turn. We are still at a nice life total. Queen Vampire is going to be a nice play here, I think. I don't really want to use the Evolve, preemptively in this case. Because I really want, each Evolve to deal the extra, damage that it's going to be able to deal. Kaleidoscopic Glow is fine. Another Kaleidoscopic. So if we think about it, it was 3 spells. The Fiery Embrace, Crimson Sorcery, Magic Missile, second Fiery Embrace. There is double Kaleidoscopic there. That should be 6 spells, 7 spells right now. Maybe the Kerberos wasn't the best idea, but this is just such a difficult matchup, in my opinion, that I just really need to, get some sort of clock. I can't have them. I don't think we're close to dying. Maybe we are, though. That's fine. A little annoying, though. Diabolic Drain. I think we're gonna go ahead and make the same play as last turn. This turn we're gonna be able to pick up a little bit of value from the killing the Lou. I mean, it's certainly possible that playing the Kerberos was a mistake, but it was just a body that we wanted to get onto the board. The main problem with playing the Kerberos was really, not really the Emeraldas or anything, but just not being able to cast the spawn. Because it's such a relevant part of our game plan here. Our opponent drawing all the Levi's is kind of annoying as well. Certainly was not in our favor there. See, it's another case where I wish, BKB cost 4 mana, 4 play points, then I could double spell. I think I'm gonna evolve here. I don't really want to, like, the fact that our opponent put us at that life total, put the damage to the face, there's probably a reason for that. I'm gonna try and throw off their plans. We could still be dead. It seems that way. Okay. So 2 D shifts would do it. Yep, the second Conjure Golem's gonna do it. Honestly, I don't really face this matchup too often. Although I do know it's a bad matchup. I should have played it a little different. We're just gonna go ahead and concede. It would have been interesting there. It seems like our opponent's draw was, you know, not too shabby there. But definitely should not have played the Kerberos in hindsight. The Spawn of the Abyss seems to be the key of the matchup, so really the only way to get a fast kill would be with Spawn of the Abyss, but I feel like the Scarlet Sabre nerf was kind of, you know, kind of hurt there. We're just gonna go ahead and jump into another game here. Hopefully play it a little bit better. I think it was like a risky line, but D-Shift's just a bad matchup. Looking at how it played out though, you know, they don't really have healing, so it could have been, you know, good for us. Maybe not though. Hopefully we are going to be able to get into a game here. We will just go ahead and retry that. Hopefully not having internet issues again. Trying to get these games in as fast as possible. Get the loading, it's now loading, matching, please. Please game, please. Load us into a game. We appreciate it. If we could get into a game, and here we are. Mask of the Black Death. Actually an interesting card, I would say. I was contemplating putting this deck. I think without Spawn in the meta right now, we don't really need it. And we're against Shadow here. So I haven't really faced too many Shadow decks since the nerf. I would imagine we're just gonna go ahead and keep the Baphomet. It trades nicely with, like, you know, a Lurching Corpse, and it just draws a discard. Grimnir is kind of weird if it's like, you know, a Ledger type of deck with the Attendant of Night. It's not going to be good. Sadistic Knight, we kind of want to, you know, we don't really need such a large removal. So I feel like Shadow overall is not the greatest matchup. It used to be when it was against mid Shadow that, you know, it was hard to balance because you had to control the opponent's board. If they had Prince Catacomb, you were in a really bad situation. Otherwise, Nept Shadow is also a somewhat difficult matchup because Mordecai is hard to deal with, and Nept comes down on turn 8, and this deck tries to win, you know, later than turn 8. You know, at least I suppose it can win with, earlier than that, but it would involve like a stable board with Spawn. We're gonna go with Vate here. It's only really punished by the Undying Resentment, which our opponent does not have here. I think we're just gonna go ahead, grab the value while we can. We're not in a rush. It's gonna give us our opponent a lot of shadows, but they don't really have a great way to use it. And if we were just gonna get hit by a Necro Assassin, that would have been really bad. Lyrial's a little annoying here. The problem with the play last turn is we weren't able to double spell because we really want to make the 1/1 for the Vate. See, Belphegor is always an interesting one, but I think the play here is Sabreur. So Vamp Kiss. I think Sabreur is overall the better play. It costs us 1 card. The alternate play would be Grimnir Evolve into Lyrial. We're left with a 4-1, and we have to use up the Vampiricus. This way we only have to use up one card. The problem with the matchup now is I think they're playing Deathly Tyrants. So 13 Burst, which this deck is very not good, you know, very bad at dealing with burst damage. I kind of like, you know, seeing my opponent's shadow total being pretty low. I don't mind using the amount of burst that Shadow's really able to have right now is really low. Without you know, Ector being as prevalent. They do have the Deathly Tyrant, but that's going to be needing 20 shadows, so I don't mind going to 12 here. Also, it's not an Ector turn. I don't feel as bad not having that Hungering Horde now, because Death Spread's not going to be a very good play. A Demon Eater will be annoying, and Soul Conversion, same thing. So we're not in the worst position here. I think I just want to get rid of the Skull Cradle Witch. Set up to have, you know, a somewhat of a board. This is kind of a difficult matchup. Just because Shadow naturally with Lurching Corpse Necro Assassin is going to be able to deal with spawn even if we get to that point. Also, you know, all the card draw that they have is a little bit annoying. I think we'll go ahead and trade that out. Emeralda without Storm. Basically trading Emeralda for Kawi, but we're going to be able to get in 3 points of damage here. Our opponent, I don't think they're playing Nep. It doesn't feel like it. Bone Chimera, Soul Converted, it's fine. Now Shadow's just able to generate so many shadows. It definitely feels to me like Deathly Tyrant. I think those decks would still play Soul Squasher because it's such a powerful card. We will see Spawn. It seems really bad against in this matchup. And of course, we just drew another one. I think the play here has to be go for the face. I think this is going to put us out of Ector range. And we'll hopefully, if they don't play a Kawi or anything, we'll be able to get some value of this Grimnir to deal with the Lurching Corpse. This is a point where, you know, the spawn nerf, I guess it was necessary, but honestly, you know, dealing 5 damage is really low amount of damage. Very underwhelming. Here's a Kawi, just fine as well. It's a little annoying, but Vampire Kiss. This is pretty bad. We're in a pretty rough spot. We could just die here. Mordecai. That's interesting. So I definitely think it's a YOLO moment here. Hope our opponent can't kill the spawn. Let's see, what ways can he kill us? I'm gonna go ahead and gain 2 life, but I'm gonna ping it on the Mordecai because I'm scared of the opponent having, 20 shadows here is going to be pretty insane. I think that'd be the only way for the opponent to kill us. Necro Assassin is just pain here. Though we'll still be able to deal 5. There's no Necro Assassin, which is nice for us. We did kind of have to YOLO it there. We are going to be able to deal 5 to the face. Go ahead and play another one. Okay, well, I think we kind of brought that back a little bit. I definitely think this is the opponent's deck is a Deathly Tyrant sort of mid-range deck as a finisher. If we had killed the Lyriel, it would have put our opponent at 18 shadows. I wasn't counting how many Demon Eaters were actually played. It might have been all 3, and maybe even all 3 soul conversions. But basically, the 1/2 for 1 that produces a shadow with any sack card would have given the opponent exactly 20 shadows and then been able to play the Deathly Tyrant. Not killing the Lyriel there, I can't off the top of my head think of anything. Maybe, also a double Spartoise Sergeant if that's under, a player opponent had with the Lyriel dead would have also given them that. They need 4 play points to generate 3 shadows at that point, which was pretty difficult. And we're against another shadow player for this last game of the day. I don't really like Grimnir in this type of matchup. Baphomet's a lot, Baphomet's a very safe card to get. It's really bad against Bone Chimera, but that's it. Oh, there it is, Skull Beast. It's also not very good against Skull Beast, but you live and you learn. Spartoise Sergeant. I'm gonna go with the Baphomet here. Angel of the Word. This definitely seems to be more of an aggro focused deck. So I have a couple options. Well, 2 options basically. Can go ahead and play the Blood Pact. Try to draw something good. Would put us at 14. Our next turn play is almost definitely Goblin Breaker Tina. Which, looking at it, it's not going to deal with the opponent's board that much, unfortunately. Grimnir in this case would have been a good card to have. I'm going to play it a little safe by playing nothing. Prince Catacomb here would be... Ephemeral is equally bad for us. I think we're just dead. Which is a little unfortunate. Maybe we'll get another game after this. Because it's been so short. Can't imagine our opponent doesn't have the kill. So our opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, or yeah, there's the Phantom Howl. Nothing we could really do about there. I kind of didn't really mulligan for the aggro shadow matchup. I'm guessing, aggro shadow is a little more popular these days. I think we'll go ahead and get one more game in there. Coming to 24 minutes. I guess we'll just end it there, but we'll get one more game in. It's gonna be a little longer video after not having uploaded for a while, not having played Shadowverse for a while. get some long games and long video going. But the aggro shadow matchup, not necessarily the matchup I'm expecting. And I feel like maybe Grimnir is just, you know, okay enough against mid shadow that I should just keep it in case it's aggro shadow. But haven't been really impressed with the card in general. Maybe I could even run, you know, Disagreeable Demon. It deals a little bit of damage to the face, but it's a really large presence, even if the opponent has no followers. It's a possibility. We're against another Shadow. Shadow's still very popular deck. I like both of these cards. This is, you know, an okay hand. It has a lot of versatility. Like, I could see myself playing any of these three cards. Though I will most likely, we will see what I play. Well, these 5 cards, you know, are, you know, pretty attractive compared to, you know, the Emerald and such from last game. Since I have the Vampire Kiss, I'm gonna try to get a little bit of value. We'll see what our opponent plays, you know, Bone Chimera. That's interesting. See if he trades, which he doesn't. Just fine for us. Under a lot less pressure this game. Oh my god, that's a little disgusting. I mean, our opponent gets a lot of shadows. They're playing aggro shadow. We're still, you know, not in a very good position. But that was a little disgusting, if you ask me. Problem with this matchup seems to be that Ephemera is going to be very hard to deal with. This deck doesn't really have a way of dealing with it. We'll have a Blood Pack there. See if we can get like a Baphomet. I feel like if we got a Baphomet there, we probably would have gone ahead and evolved just to get a little, you know, some board presence. Opponent plays nothing. Okay, we'll go ahead and play this Sabrur. Another case where, you know, the Sabrur, a lot of the time, it does, you know, your opponent could have, you know, a 3 health follower. You're gonna hit the face anyways, right? This could be like a dark. I don't know if these aggro decks run Dark Alice. Well, I guess they wouldn't run Dark Alice. Skeleton Fighter. This is a little dangerous of a play, but hopefully redraw some life gain cards, which we did. Go ahead, do this. It's unlikely our opponent can kill us on this turn. Next turn, however, is a little more dangerous, which is why I like the Vampire Kiss here. And our opponent's just gonna go ahead and concede. One of the combos our opponent could have had is an Ephemera into a Phantom Howl. That would have been, you know, with an Evolve, he could deal 10 points of direct damage from hand, which would be pretty dangerous, but we got out of that. And I would like to thank everybody for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Going to be uploading more videos soon. Today with Control Blood, updated version. Kind of ended up at the same points, you know, 2 and 2, but, you know, no rush to get to Masters. The Masters meme, I'm not really laddering that, you know, that hard. We will see where I get with the next video. I think I'll be playing like an Aegis Haven deck. Haven't decided, but I hope everyone enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.